In this video, we're going to go over some of the hottest books coming out for the week of September the 27th. And the first book on our list is Power Girl #1. Now, this is the first appearance of Amalak, an alien with a grudge against Kryptonians. Synopsis reads, pretty punchy and powerful after the events of Night Terrors, a long-dormant Kryptonian threat has returned to take down Superman and his family. Who could possibly stop it? Well, according to the Man of Steel, it's Power Girl. Witness a road trip race against time as Paige reconnects with her roots to save the world from her deadly past. Now let's head over to the League of Comic Geeks, and we got several variants for the week of September the 27th. I'm seeing, looks like 15 different variants here. And of course, you have the big-breasted, skin-tight, white outfit Power Girl. Several different variants here. The Ariel Diaz variant looks phenomenal. You have that classic hot Power Girl character. And then another one of these cool Nathan Surdy variants that has the Power Girl character, but she's got the Superman animated characters tattooed on her body. So really cool there. And then the one that kind of sticks out to me is this Sanders variant. It's a Power Girl magazine with her on the cover. So make sure you check this book out, Power Girl #1 for the week of September the 27th. And if you're watching this video, please give us a like and subscribe and comment down below. Tell me what books you plan on picking up for the week of September the 27th. And the second book on our list is Unstoppable Doom Patrol #6. Now, this is the first team appearance of an all-new Flex Force. General Immortus launches his attack against the Doom Patrol right in the heart of their home base, the Shelter. Caught off guard, the team must stop the General's army from killing all of the metahumans they've sworn to protect. Fortunately, they won't have to do it alone, as the all-new Flex Force rises to help them. But is this the real threat or merely a diversion? Only Immortus knows for sure. And a little bit surprising, only 2 variants featured on the League of Comic Geeks. So if you're considering picking this book up for the week, I'd probably stick with just the regular cover if you're speculating on this new team appearance. And if you're new to the hobby, make sure you download the Key Collector app. It's a great resource to help you start your collection. You're able to look up books by issue, character, category, and it's a great way to start your collecting journey. And the third book on our list is Flash #1. Now, this is the first cameo appearance of the Uncoiled. Synopsis reads, Wally West races towards the future with an all-new creative team. Wally West has never been quicker, more fulfilled, more heroic. His loving family is around him, and yet something is off. His evolving understanding of his powers has opened Wally to new avenues of sci-fi adventures and attuned his senses to strange new ideas. Something whispers from the dark vibrations beyond the Speed Force, and as Wally experiments with creative new approaches to his powers, he encounters new realms, mysterious allies, and mind-shattering terrors. A new era for the Scarlet Speedster begins now. Let's take a look at some of the variants, and we have 6, 7, 8 different variants here. Nothing that spectacular here, although I do like this Dan Mora cardstock variant. You got Flash in a dynamic running pose. And then the one that's got my attention, though, is this Riley Rossmo cardstock variant. You have Flash kind of like in a spiral here. I wonder if this is this character Uncoiled in the center here. Let me know in the comments below if you know anything about this Uncoiled character, and is he featured on one of these variant covers. So for the week of September the 27th, if you're considering Flash #1, I'd probably stick with the regular cover A for this book. And it's kind of a small week for the week of September the 27th. 3 keys we're going to recommend. However, there are 2 honorable mention books I want to go over, and the first book for our honorable mention is Invincible Iron Man #10. Now, this is the marriage of Tony Stark and Emma Frost. So not really a huge key, but something worth mentioning. And the synopsis reads, you are cordially invited to the wedding of Anthony Edward Stark and Emma Grace Frost. Come join the lucky couple as they exchange vows. Attire is Hellfire formal. Orcus raid to follow, plus some exclusive wedding extras. Really cool cover. You got Tony Stark in a red tuxedo type outfit with a lot of the Marvel characters behind him here, a lot of the Avengers characters. You have several different variants here, and it looks like Tony Stark did well. Emma Grace Frost is looking pretty hot on the cover in her wedding dress here. And then you have a 1 in 100 Perez Virgin variant and a couple other hot covers, Nathan Surdy variants here with the Marvel characters in the stained glass behind Emma Frost. So really cool there. Take your pick with these variants here, but nothing too spectacular as far as a first appearance in this book, but something cool for you collectors here. You got the wedding of, Tony Stark, Emma Frost. So make sure you check this book out for the week of September the 27th. And our second honorable mention book is Action Comics 1057. Now, the rumor is this book may have a new group of metahumans to take the place of the Super family. So take a look at this cover here. You got different versions of Superman on the cover. And quick synopsis: as the Super family and Steelworks rebuild their city, a new golden age of Metropolis has begun, and not everyone is happy about it. As the charismatic but volatile young terrorist leader Nora Stone reveals herself and her vision for a city without Kryptonians, members of the Super family inexplicably start losing their powers, and a new team of metahumans emerges to take their place. Who is Nora Stone, and what's her strange obsession with Clark Kent? The newest arc of Action Comics begins here. And let's head over to the League, and I'm seeing several different variants for this book here, and the one that catches my eye right away is the Will Jack variant here. You have a really super hot version of Supergirl. This might rival that Power Girl variants that we talked about earlier in this video. So take a look at these ones here. You have the variant A and then the variant B, which is more of a virgin copy. So several great covers here for this book, Action Comics 1057, and check out that hot Supergirl variant. That's one that I'm sure that's going to be popular for the week. And before we go to our pick of the week, let's go to our long box book. And the book I want to talk about today is X-Men Annual number 14. Now, this is the quote first appearance of Gambit, and this is one of those debatable firsts, kind of like a Hulk 180, Hulk 181 situation here. This issue is often cited as the first cameo of Gambit. However, if you look at the inside of this book, Gambit appears in approximately 15 different panels in this book. So it's a little bit debatable. Is this a cameo appearance or is this a full appearance? And he also has about 10 different moments in the book where he has dialogue. So he's featured pretty heavily in this book. Now, this issue is from May of 1990. So once again, if you're looking at this book, we're going to recommend the newsstand copy because during this time, newsstand copies are becoming very, very rare and their numbers are dwindling compared to the direct edition books. Now, this book, X-Men Annual 14, this issue went on sale about June 19th, whereas X-Men 266, that's Gambit's first cover and often cited as his true first appearance or the more popular appearance, that book went on sale July 10th. So that book came after this one here. However, Uncanny X-Men 266, this is interesting. So in the timeline of these stories here, Uncanny X-Men 266 actually takes place before X-Men Annual number 14. That's a very interesting fact to know about these books. However, CGC does recognize X-Men Annual number 14 as the cameo appearance of Gambit, and CGC recognizes X-Men 266 as his first full appearance. So let's take a look at some of the prices on X-Men Annual number 14, and currently a CGC 9.8 is going for around that $200 to $220 mark. I do see a recent sale in September of 2023 at $219. However, at the height of the comic market, this book was fetching over $1,000. I see a high sale in 2022 of $1,100, so that was incredible, but this book has come down in price, much like most of the books due to the market shift that's going on currently. And if you look at the newsstand 9.8, the last sale I see is from June of 2023 at $600. So I think the newsstand 9.8 you're probably going to find for around that $500 mark. I do still think this book has great value. So if you're looking at this book for a long-term investment, I would definitely consider a newsstand copy because as we said, this book's from 1990 and those are going to be much harder to find than direct versions. This is definitely one of those books that you can find in the wild, in a comic book long box, flea market, antique store. Now let's compare this book to a 9.8 of Uncanny X-Men 266, and a 9.8 in that book is going to be around $800. So definitely a huge price difference here, and I think this book is like Hulk 181. It doesn't matter what CGC, CBCS, or the comic market says. If they switch the first appearance, second appearance, blah blah, cameo, full appearance, I don't care. Uncanny X-Men 266 is always going to be sought after, and more valuable than X-Men Annual number 14. So if Uncanny X-Men 266 is a little bit too pricey for you, definitely consider this X-Men Annual number 14. I think it has great value. You can get a low grade copy, a raw copy for probably $20, $30, $40. And if you want to go as high as a 9.8, you're looking at approximately $200 for a direct version and as high as $600 for a newsstand copy. However, at the end of the day, Uncanny X-Men 266 is definitely the better book. You got Gambit, that debatable true first full appearance, his first cover appearance. And if you look close enough, Gambit's in his classic costume and he's wearing a thong swinging from the trees with Storm. So I bet you didn't see that. And my pick of the week for September the 27th is gonna be Power Girl number 1. It's a number 1 Power Girl, super popular female character in the DC universe, and it's got this first appearance of this new character Amalek, so very interesting storyline. And we got several of those hot variants featuring Power Girl, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna like, so make sure you check this book out for the week of September the 27th, Power Girl number 1. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and comment down below. It really helps our channel. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you next week.